The reversal of the immigration debate. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. The immigration reform bill has now completely been turned inside out, or turned on its head, so that instead of it being a bill to grant amnesty to illegal immigrants and also tighten border security, it's now becoming a bill to tighten border security, saying that unless you do that, you won't get legalization for currently illegal immigrants. It's completely changing the whole purpose of the bill in a way that, number one, will make sure it passes with an overwhelming vote, and secondly, a very positive revision of it. What's going on now is the Senate is going to pass a relatively narrowly tailored immigration reform bill, very much along the lines first proposed by Rubio and McCain, which will provide simultaneously sealing the border and giving legal status to currently illegal immigrants. And it won't pass overwhelmingly. It'll get 64, 65 votes in the Senate. And then it'll go to the House, where it's dead on arrival, because the conservatives and the Republicans in the House won't pass a bill like that. But what they will do is accept the amendments being proposed by Senator Cornyn of Texas, who's playing a very positive and constructive role in this. Cornyn's amendment completely changes the order and priority of the bill. It says the first thing you have to do is seal the border, and once you do that, then you can begin to grant legalized status to the people that are here already. And his theory is very simple. Unless you seal the border, once you begin granting amnesty, there'll be a tidal wave of new illegal immigration coming in because they all figure they'll be allowed to stay. Once you seal the border, then you can go ahead with the amnesty and the legalization process. So that's Cornyn's amendment, and he puts $1 billion a year extra into sealing the border and 10,000 more border agents to make sure it happens. How do we know the border will be sealed? How do we know this administration will do it? We know because if it doesn't happen, they're not going to get their legalization. In fact, now the leading impetus for sealing the border is going to come from the Latino community itself, because that's the only way that they can legalize their relatives and family members who are currently in limbo. It's a brilliant move on Cornyn's part. So the House will pass the bill with the Cornyn amendments, or maybe broken up into a series of separate bills. It doesn't matter. Then it'll go back to conference committee. And at that point, the Democrats will raise all kinds of hell. They call the Cornyn amendments poison pills. They say that it's destroying it. They say it'll be decades before anyone's legalized. And the answer to that is, hey, if you think so, just seal the border and it'll happen immediately. But the thing is, the Democrats are bluffing because they can't get their people to vote against a border security bill. Their own people won't do that. And Harry Reid is bluffing on that. And his bluff is going to be called. The Cornyn bill will basically pass, and it will become the law. And then I believe it will increasingly chip away at the Latino prejudice against the Republicans, the feelings by Latinos that the Republicans hate them. And I think the Latino and Hispanic vote will increasingly come into play in American politics rather than be a lead pipe cinch for the Democrats. Thanks a lot for watching.